Good afternoon, guys. Today we're going to be working on complementary and supplementary angles. So just a review of what we already covered in your notes. And for this, if you need any assistance, please refer to your notes and some of the strategies I showed you. So for the first one, we got a complementary angle. And then what plus 51 equals 90, basically. And you can see down here, so 90 minus 51 is going to give you 39. And right away, you could have went ahead and put 129 plus 51 or 98 plus 51. And both of those are more than 90 degrees. They start more than 90. So you could, that was an easy one. All right, next one. So we have 117. And don't let this angle confuse you. It looks like a 90-degree angle, but they're talking about the straight line. 117 plus what equals 180. So here we got 180 minus 117 is going to give you 63. And if you put 54 plus 117 or 23 plus 117, you would not have received 180. Moving on. I told you these aren't that bad. You could refer to your notes if you need further assistance. So 31 plus b equals what, or 90. What would b's value be? Another way to look at that would be 90 minus 31 equals 59. These are a lot closer, so you might have to actually do the math and not guess or test it. You test your theories. But again, if you went ahead and put 55, 58 in there, you would see that it would not equal 90. And we need a 90 to be complementary. So this is another image, but again, when you see the B next to 116, we're talking about this line of 180. So from here to here, 180 degrees. So 116 plus what equals 180? If you know it ends in a 6, then you're going to have to get a 4 to equal 0. So right away, I'm going to go with 64. But to do the math, you got 180 minus 116 equals 64 degrees. Choose a number that makes each sentence correct. Again, we got a 90-degree image, angle, and we are given 37. So 90 minus 37 is going to give you B. 90 minus 37 is going to be 53. So the answer is 53. And if you try both 60 or 56, you will see that it will not produce a 90-degree angle. Choose a number that makes each sentence correct. Here we have two sets of straight lines, and we'll see these more moving forward. But for now, we're just trying to solve the single straight line. If you look, B is split by a line, and B is separated from 128 because of that line. So we're just trying to find the angle here. So 180 minus 128 will give you your answer of 52. Now if you go ahead and put 53 or 64 in there, you'll see that it does not equal 180. For the next one, there's an easy way to tell what kind of angle. We have the square in the corner, so we know it's 90 degrees. 90 minus 52 will give you B. 90 minus 52 is 38, and if we put 40 and 41 in, we can see that they do not equal 90 degrees. So the complementary angle of 52 would be 38. For this one, we're talking about a straight line and not the triangle that's formed. We're talking about the line. So 34 plus what equals 180. And here, we know 4 plus 6 is going to have to equal 0. So right away, I'm going to go with 146. And then if we check, 180 minus 34 does equal 146. And it's a supplementary line. So, here we go with another straight line. It's not the line underneath of B. It's a line straight across. So 61 plus what equals 180. So 61, 180, to do it backwards, 180 minus 61 is going to give you 119. And we know 9 plus 1 equals a 0. So that's a quick answer. So it would not be 123 and 117. 119 is the complementary angle of 61, or supplementary angle of 61. So choose the number that makes each sentence correct. We have 3x plus 6, and then 48. So we just set both of these equal to 90, and going through it step by step, you will get 6 plus 48, which gives you 54. You subtract 54 from 90, and both sides to cancel 54. And you can bring everything down, you get 3x equals, hold on, let me check for yourself, 36. All right, so 3x equals 36. You divide 36 by 3, x equals 12. Now, if you're not sure, if you're right, go ahead back, put 12 in. You'll see 36 plus 6. And we get 42 plus 48. And we both know that that equals 90 degrees. All right, so 12 is correct. It's a complementary angle of 48. But 11 and 13 are not. Here we got two sets of straight lines, but we're talking specifically about the one right here. And we know that a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So if we set x minus 22 plus 135 to 180 degrees, we can find our answer. So minus 22 is like a negative 22, and plus 135 is giving you 113. All right? So now we can minus 113 to isolate the variable. 180 minus 113 is going to give you 67. And then if x equals 67, we can go back and figure the angle. Right now, you know that the answer is 67, but I always like to check to see what the angle is. So 67 minus 22 is 45. And if we add 45 to 135, we get 180. So we know that 45 degrees is a supplementary angle with 135. Next one, we have a complementary angle. We have 56 plus 3x plus 7 equals 90 degrees. All right. So if we go through and it's minus 7 from both sides. So we're going to add minus 7. Oh no, they're on the same side, so we don't have to minus. We just add like terms. So 7 plus 56 is 63. And then you get 36, 3x equals 90. So minus 63, minus 63, you get 3x equals 27. 27 divided by 3 is going to give you 9. So if we check our angles, 56 plus 27 plus 7, because you know 9, put the 9 in. So 56 plus 34 is going to give you the 90 degree need to be complementary. More. All right, so we have a 180 degree line. 6x plus 3 plus 87 equals 180. Here we go with 3 plus 87 is going to give you 90, minus 90 from both sides to cancel out. And then you'll still end up with 90, because 180 minus 90 is 90. 6x equals 90. Divide both sides by 6 to isolate the variable. And you'll receive x equals 15 degrees. Now remember, you can put that in, 15 times 6 plus 3, and you'll see that it's the complementary, supplementary angle to 87. Here we're dealing with a complementary angle, and you would have 47 plus 2x plus 13. Go ahead and combine like terms. 13 and 47 are like terms. So you have 60 plus 2x equals 90. Now to isolate the variable, first step, minus 60 from both sides, and you'll receive 30. And now you have 2x equals 30. Divide by 2, x is going to equal 15. So you know that if you put the 15 in for x, you'll get 43, and 43 plus 47 is a complementary set. Next one, we are dealing with 180 degrees or a single line. So if we just set it up, 1x minus 22 plus 135 equals 180. We combine like terms. We know that minus 22 is like a negative. So 135 combined with a negative 22 is going to give you 113. So x equals, or then we add 113 to both sides, or minus 113 from both sides. You end up with x equals 67 because there's nothing linked to the x. We don't have to divide. So x equals 67. Here, we got two sets of lines. We have to look at it more to figure out what we have. We have a 180-degree line and we have a complementary line. Okay, because it's talking about these two interior lines, we got 53 and 2x plus 11, and we're talking about complementary, not supplementary. So 53 plus 2x plus 11 equals 90. And then we combine like terms, 53 combines with 11, we get 64. It's positive, so we know we have to do the opposite to isolate the variable. Minus 64 from both sides, we end up with 26. Divide by, you have 2x equals 26, and if we divide by 2, we get x equals 13. If we put 13 in for 2, for the x, you get 26, 37. 37 plus 53 is 90 degrees. All right, we're dealing with 180 degrees and the supplementary angles. So we set it to 180, 110 plus 3x plus 16 equals 180. Combine like terms, 110 and 16 give you 126. It's positive, so to get 3x by itself, we have to minus 126 from both sides, and you end up with 54. Now divide by 3, and you get x equals 18. Huh? Okay, sorry about that. X equals 18. If you need to pause to see this a little better, go ahead. Alright, so here we got two angles, one's 180 and one's 90, but because we're talking about the interior, we're talking about complementary. So 64 plus 2x plus 6 equals 90. 64 plus 6, like terms, equals 70, plus 2x equals 90. So minus 70, we have 20 remaining. 2x equals 20. Divide by 2, x equals 10. Put the 10 in for x, you have 26. 26 plus 64 does equal 90 degrees. Another complementary angle because of the interior measurements. So we set it equal to 90. 33 plus 3, like terms, gives you 36 plus 6x equals 90. Minus 36 from both sides, you're going to get a remainder of 54. 6x equals 54, so x equals 9. So now if we did 9 times 6, we get 54. 55 to 6, 57. And we get 57 plus 33 is going to give you complementary angles. Alright, another set of complementary angles. You can see our 90-degree mark, squared. We have 3x plus 5x plus 2 equals 90 degrees. So if we combine like terms this time, it's going to be the x's. 8x plus 2 equals 90. Now we can move the 2, minus 2, we get 8x equals 88. Divide by 8 to get x by itself, divide by 8, x equals 11. Put the x value in, 55 plus 2, we have 57. And then here you have to actually solve for the other value too, so you have 33. If you put the 11 there, and 11 there, you have 55, 57, and then you have 33. And we know that those together equal 90, so we have complementary set. Last but not least, we have another set of complementary angles. And set 2x plus 9 plus 3x plus 1 equals 90 degrees. Alright, combine like terms, we can combine the x's and we combine the digits. So 2x plus 3x is 5x, and 9 plus 1 is 10, so 5x plus 10 equals 90. Now to get the x by itself, we have to start off by subtracting 10 from both sides. So we have 5x equals 80 after that subtraction. And then to get x by itself again, we have to divide by 5. 80 divided by 5 will give you x equals 16. And that is it. We'll stay on this for a little longer to give you more practice. We're just trying to hit the basics, but you can see it ramps up when you start getting two sets of variables or combining two sets of like terms. So thank you for your patience. Good job. Keep up your good work.